Have you ever stopped to think about what really keeps your heart beating strong and healthy over the years? Amidst so much information available about health, few people truly understand the crucial role that cholesterol plays in the functioning of the body. For many, it is just a medical term associated with diseases and dietary restrictions. But does this simplistic view do justice to the complexity of this substance? Imagine cholesterol as an ambiguous character in an epic story. In some scenes, it is the hero who sustains life. In others, the antagonist who silently threatens health. This duality means that the subject is surrounded by myths and misinformation, generating exaggerated fears and dangerous negligence. Let's start by looking at something intriguing. We all need cholesterol to live. It is essential for the production of hormones, the formation of cell membranes, and even the synthesis of vitamin D. So, why does cholesterol have such a negative reputation? This is a question that leads us to a deeper reflection on how it acts in our body and how certain imbalances can transform it from an ally to an enemy. It's important to note that cholesterol isn't alone in this journey. It interacts with a variety of processes and organs, especially the cardiovascular system. To visualize this, think of a busy highway. Cholesterol, carried by the blood, is like a truck that carries essential materials to different destinations. However, if there are too many trucks or if the roads are in poor condition, traffic jams start to form, resulting in accidents and injuries. This simple analogy illustrates what happens in our blood vessels when cholesterol levels are out of balance. Fatty plaques start to build up, reducing blood flow and putting the heart at risk. This process, known as atherosclerosis, is one of the main factors behind heart disease and strokes. However, cholesterol doesn't act alone in this scenario. Several factors, such as genetics, diet, lifestyle, and even chronic conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure, contribute to the imbalance. This brings us to another critical question. Why do some people, even when following strict diets and maintaining a healthy lifestyle, still face cholesterol-related problems? The answer lies in the fact that cholesterol is mostly produced by the body itself. About 75% of it is synthesized by the liver, while only 25% comes from food. This surprising fact reveals that the problem is not just about what we eat, but also about how our body regulates the production and transport of cholesterol. Now, let's go further. Think about how many times you've heard someone say, "I have high cholesterol. I need to cut eggs and meat from my diet." While these dietary choices may help in some cases, they don't solve the main problem. High cholesterol is often an indicator of something deeper, such as chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, or even genetic predispositions that need attention. And what about the role of preventive medicine in this scenario? Many of us only discover that we have high cholesterol levels when we have routine tests or experience serious symptoms, such as chest pain or shortness of breath. That's because high cholesterol usually has no obvious symptoms. It is, in fact, a silent killer that acts slowly over the years until it causes irreversible damage. But we don't have to be held hostage by fear. By better understanding what cholesterol is, how it works, and what factors influence its levels, we can make more informed decisions to protect our cardiovascular health. This awareness is especially important in a world where heart disease remains the leading cause of death. And it's not just about avoiding a heart attack. The impact of unregulated cholesterol goes far beyond that. It can lead to the development of a variety of conditions, such as peripheral arterial disease, kidney failure, and even vision loss. In addition, high cholesterol often goes hand in hand with other conditions, such as obesity, type 2 diabetes, and hypertension, forming a vicious cycle that harms the body as a whole. Get ready for an informative and transformative journey. It's not just about absorbing information, but about using this knowledge to take control of your health. After all, understanding cholesterol is understanding how your body works, and that's the first step to living a better, higher quality life. Are you ready to discover the shocking truth about cholesterol and heart disease that no one talks about? So, let's dive into this fascinating universe full of surprising discoveries. What is cholesterol? Cholesterol is a lipid molecule produced by the liver and is vital for several functions in the body. It participates in formation of cell membranes. Cholesterol helps structure and protect cells. Hormone production. Sex hormones, such as testosterone and estrogen, and cortisol, depend on it. Vitamin D synthesis, essential for bone health and immunity. Production of bile acids, necessary to digest dietary fats. Although many people associate cholesterol only with fatty foods, about 75% of the cholesterol in your body is produced internally by the liver. Only 25% comes from your diet. This fact already reveals a crucial point. It is not just what you eat that affects your cholesterol levels. The role of cholesterol in the cardiovascular system. To understand how cholesterol influences your cardiovascular health, it is necessary to know about lipoproteins, which are like transporters of cholesterol in the blood. LDL, low-density lipoprotein, transports cholesterol from the liver to the cells. In excess, it can build up on the walls of the arteries, forming plaques that lead to atherosclerosis. HDL, high-density lipoprotein, removes excess cholesterol from the arteries, taking it back to the liver to be processed or eliminated. When there is an imbalance, with high levels of LDL and low levels of HDL, there is a greater risk of atherosclerosis. The buildup of plaque hardens and narrows the arteries, making it difficult for blood to flow. Myocardial infarction. A blocked artery prevents oxygen from reaching the heart. Stroke. The same process can block arteries that carry blood to the brain. How does cholesterol go up or down? Although genetics play a significant role in cholesterol metabolism, environmental and behavioral factors are also determining factors. Unbalanced diet. Diets rich in saturated fats, found in fatty meats and full-fat dairy products, and trans fats, processed foods, increase LDL. Sedentary lifestyle. Lack of physical activity reduces HDL levels. Smoking. Smoking damages blood vessels, worsens LDL accumulation, and reduces HDL. Conditions such as obesity and diabetes alter lipid metabolism, worsening imbalances. Excessive alcohol consumption can increase triglycerides, another type of harmful fat. Atherosclerotic plaques begin to form when small lesions in the lining of the arteries allow oxidized LDL to build up. In response, the body sends white blood cells to clean the area. However, this can lead to chronic inflammation, making the problem worse. In addition, high cholesterol rarely acts alone. It is often associated with other conditions, creating a vicious cycle that increases the risks. High blood pressure. The narrowing of the arteries increases blood pressure. Insulin resistance and diabetes. These alter cholesterol metabolism and accelerate the formation of plaques. Metabolic syndrome. A combination of abdominal obesity, high triglycerides, high blood pressure, and unregulated glucose, which increases cardiovascular risk. Silent diseases linked to cholesterol. Changes in cholesterol levels can contribute to the development of several diseases in addition to heart disease. Kidney disease, atherosclerosis, can affect the arteries that supply the kidneys, compromising their function. Peripheral arteriopathy, obstruction of blood flow in the extremities, arms and legs, can cause pain and even amputations. Liver disease, such as fatty liver, in which excess fat impacts liver function. Eye stroke. Blockages in small vessels in the eyes can lead to vision loss. One of the major difficulties in combating unbalanced cholesterol is its silent nature. Often, high LDL levels do not cause symptoms until a serious condition, such as a heart attack, occurs. Therefore, it is essential to have regular exams to monitor the levels of total cholesterol, LDL, HDL, triglycerides. Prevention involves small changes in lifestyle. Healthy diet. Prioritize foods rich in fiber, oats, fruits and vegetables, and good fats, fish and olive oil. Regular physical exercise. Aerobic activity improves HDL and reduces LDL. Weight control. Excess weight is directly related to high cholesterol. Avoid alcohol and tobacco. Both are enemies of cardiovascular health. After this long and detailed journey into the universe of cholesterol and its impact on cardiovascular health, it is time to reflect on everything we have learned. Understanding the complexity of cholesterol is essential to dispel the myths surrounding the subject and adopt strategies that truly benefit our health. But before we wrap up, I invite you to consider some questions that you may never have pondered deeply. How many times have we heard about cholesterol only in negative contexts? It is almost as if it were a universal villain. But the reality we have explored here reveals something very different. Cholesterol is an essential substance, a vital component for the functioning of the human body. It is part of us, and its importance cannot be ignored. If there is one thing that has become clear, it is that cholesterol should not be treated as an enemy, but as an indicator. Its levels and types provide us with valuable clues about what is happening in our body, especially in the cardiovascular system. Just like a warning light on the dashboard of a car, it indicates possible problems that may be developing silently. And this silence is perhaps the most dangerous aspect. Many of the problems associated with cholesterol, such as atherosclerosis and other cardiovascular diseases, progress without giving obvious signs until it is too late. This is why prevention is crucial. Investing in regular tests, such as a lipid profile, is an act of self-care that can save lives. But there is an even deeper issue. Cholesterol does not act alone. As we have discussed, it is part of a complex network that includes diet, genetics, lifestyle, and other medical conditions, such as diabetes and hypertension. Therefore, treating it in isolation would be a mistake. The ideal approach is a holistic one, considering all the factors that contribute to the balance or imbalance of the body. So, what can we do from now on to protect our cardiovascular health and keep cholesterol under control? First of all, we need to adopt healthy eating habits, but without falling into extremes. After all, the cholesterol we consume in food is not the main culprit for high blood levels. It is the balance between the intake of good fats, complex carbohydrates, fiber, and protein that makes the difference. In addition, regular physical activity plays a vital role. It helps increase HDL cholesterol, the so-called good cholesterol, and reduce LDL, bad cholesterol, and triglyceride levels. But more than that, exercise strengthens the heart and improves circulation, reducing the risk of cardiovascular complications. Another essential aspect is managing stress and getting enough sleep. It may seem unrelated to the topic, but elevated cortisol, resulting from high levels of stress, is directly linked to increased blood cholesterol. So, practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and relaxing hobbies can have more significant positive impact than you might think. If you have already been diagnosed with high cholesterol, remember that there are many treatment options. Modern medicine offers effective medications, such as statins, which can significantly reduce the risk of heart disease. However, it is important to remember that medications are not a substitute for a healthy lifestyle. They are an additional tool, not the complete solution. And here is a final provocation. What will you do with this knowledge? Now that you better understand the role of cholesterol, are you ready to make more informed decisions about your health? Small changes in your daily life, made consistently, can yield big results over time. Visualize a future in which you grow old healthily, free from constant worries about your heart and blood vessels. This scenario is not just a wish, but a real possibility, as long as you start taking action today. Take care of your body with the same care you would take care of something precious, because that is exactly what it is, your greatest asset. Finally, I would like to end with an invitation. Share this information with others. Many times, family members and friends may be living under the same myths that you carried before watching this video. By sharing this knowledge, you not only reinforce what you have learned, but you also help create a network of awareness that can save lives. Cholesterol does not need to be a mystery or a threat. With information and practical actions, we can transform it into an ally in the search for a long and healthy life. After all, Taking care of your heart is taking care of yourself and the people you love. Let's go together on this journey of transformation and health. Until next time.